Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Woo, 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 woo. We are here for Friday.
Yee!
We should call it Party Friday. This
Oh,
is your girl, Gigi. This is your girl, Gigi, and my partner, my beautiful partner, Andrea. And we have a we have a happy family today. And we have our special guest, Christopher. And yes, I have been posting a message yesterday, letting everybody know that we have a special guest, which is you, coming today to be able to help us understand the importance of introducing kids to this information that we are sharing, which is positive words, having a positive environment, power, subconscious mind and conscious mind, and for them to be able to have this beautiful life, positive, happy, successful. So in that way, they do not have to live or having to reprogram and change things that we don't need to, we are working on right now when they become an adult. So I will let our beautiful guest to take it over today and educate us. We're ready for you. Don't be shy.
oh my gosh, I am excited to be here. You guys are amazing. I hope you know that. Like, you,
Our muscles
you guys
getting
already
bigger
know
and
that,
bigger.
right?
Yes, we do.
I like to say it takes amazing to know amazing, right?
Absolutely.
Right. Because that's
Absolutely.
what you see. You see amazing because I'm amazing. Yeah. Okay, we can go on off on that. Another time. Okay.
Oh Lord. Okay.
But yeah, I am so honored, honestly, especially like after Mark. I'm like, oh, let me take the stage. You know? I'm so ready. But yes, I have done my homework, and I love the topic about. I want to talk about the little life, right? The little life. That's basically what I want to talk about today. And
Yes.
and before I get started, I want to talk to our viewers, everybody listening to this, you, whoever you are. Know that it's important to hear this over and over again, because what's going to happen, and I want you to understand this, what's going to happen is as I'm speaking, you're going to take thought trips and you're going to think about things that I'm talking about, and you're going to come back and hear me again after that thought trip. Now, next time you listen to it again, you're not going to take the same thought trip, but you'll still be paying attention at a different level. Okay, so number one, just watch this over and over again. Let it resonate with you. Get familiar with it, because it's going to drive home some very good points about who you are, what we are, and the generations to come.
Mm.
So the little life, a baby, I think the baby, baby. I have a 7-year-old daughter. Okay, and we have to, and I'll get to her, but that's what really impacted me, is because I personally know what I've gone through in my life, the struggles, the things I had to figure out, because there was a lack of awareness with my parents. All they could give me was whatever they gave me, and when I was a child, that's all they can transfer to me. So as in the little life, you got to think about it. A baby comes perfect, maybe not physically, but spiritually. The baby doesn't know anything. The baby is unaware. Okay, we're the ones that have the knowledge, and this is very important because we can put anything into the little baby, right? My daughter could be born here, but we can raise her in the Philippines or wherever it is, and she'll learn their language wherever they're at, plus my language. And so it's very important to understand the dynamics of who you are and where you came from. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Is there anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to touch on that?
Oh no, we want to hear you because you're starting a right place for us. Go for it. We want. I told you we was going to give you the stage because we love to listen to you, and I did say that yesterday on our video.
All right, so I'll continue. we can basically, when the child arrives, we can basically program that child with anything we want. Anything. Okay. So what I've done with my daughter, which was important to me, was I have to build up a self-image. I need her to see herself as confident that I can do this. See, because so many people are putting their negative stuff into their child. Okay, when the child, let's go back and think about it one more time. The child comes into the child's now born. You got the mom and the dad, and the mom's negative ways and the dad's negative ways, mostly negative, because most people are negative. It's easier to think negative than it is to think positive, right? Is going directly into that child, yelling, fighting, alcoholism, whatever it is, whatever addictions, right? The parents have, the exposures, the environmental conditioning, the social conditioning, right? And these are all things that the child is being inundated with, right? Because the child has no ability to reject. Okay, I want to say that again. A child is totally deductive, can receive anything without blocking anything. Child has to receive it. Like for my daughter, if I told her that a pig was a horse, pig is a horse, a pig is a horse, pig is a horse, ever since she was born, she's going to believe a pig is a horse. But when she goes to school and she develops her reasoning factors, her ability to logically think, she's going to look at everybody else and everybody's going to say, no, a pig is a pig. Now she can think and now she can correct the picture. But all up until that time, she thought a pig was a horse. So I planted that seed in her and she said, Dad, you're right. Dad, you're right. Dad, you're right. Right? Because the parent is always right to the child. You can't be wrong to the child. So whatever you do, whether it's negative, and it's mostly negative, or it's positive, is going into that child. So I want us to think about where we came from, our upbringing, because we're conditioned in the same circumstances.
Yep.
Okay. And the thing is, when we have those concepts of our self-image, our self-worth, our self-esteem, we may put ourselves down. We may think we're not worthy of what we desire. We may not think that we can achieve it. Other people are more special than what we are.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to share with you something. That's neat.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's beautiful. Yeah, just like it.
Off the subject. But I got your
good thing you did got my attention.
Yeah. I brought you right back to me. Like your thought trip. Wait, what was that?
We need you. We need you here every day.
That's why I say it's pretty important to watch this over and over again, because you get to see my picture. Woo! Anyways, so no, this is geared to a lot of people out there that need to hear this. I promise you, I love you. I love you. Wait. I love you guys.
Yeah, we love you. We love you.
So going back to all this, so everything goes. We decide as parents what goes in our child. Now I have a big. My daughter is 7 years old, and before she could read, I had her memorize 36 affirmations. I am blessed, I'm well going, successful, I'm victorious, I'm creative, I'm wise, I'm healthy, I'm in shape, I'm victorious, blah, 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 blah. And she does them every time, 3 times, just before she goes to sleep. Now I'm just about to start her in the mirror of telling herself, standing there, looking her directly in the eyes and saying, this is who I am. And the thing is, after she runs those affirmations, right, she says, this is that, and that is who I am. So you may not know every single meaning of the word, but daddy's right.
That's right.
Daddy's right. Okay. So I must do this. Daddy said, I must do it. Daddy said. All right. She went to the Philippines and she said she never missed a day. She was there for a month. She never missed a month, and she never missed a day of not affirming and going through that process. See, what I know is what I'm developing in her, a great self-image.
Yep.
And I will, I must. Right. And so as these words, as she becomes more familiar with these words, she reads a definition on them. That's what I am. Resonance. Identifying, right? She was identified. Dad said I'm that. Dad said I'm amazing. And I've been telling myself that all this time. That's the definition? Well, then I must be that. Well, let me show up.
I love it.
Right?
Amazing.
Right? You guys know what I'm talking about. I know you. I can see you.
Yeah, we'll get you.
So the thing is, it's so important for us to understand these things, because not only for the children that are to come, and man, I love that you guys are listening to this right now, because you guys can pass this information. Share it.
Yes.
Share with somebody that might need to hear it. You know, I was yesterday, I was thinking, you know what? I was rehearsing, but this is unscripted. Right? This is unscripted. And I was thinking, I want to talk to you guys. I want to tell you guys, I'm not getting paid for this. Nope. We're doing this because we love you. We are doing this because we care about each and every single one of you on this right now, watching this. Oh yeah, by the way, my name is Chris. So, yes, vital. As she will start to identify with those definitions, and therefore her heightened awareness will be like, Dad said that's what I am. So guess what? I expect her to be freaking amazing. Nothing less. Because I programmed her. Right? So that's great information for somebody that has a new baby. Right? That's great information. And one of the areas that you want to work with your child, I'll let you know right now, is 0 to 5. Okay. Even before the child is born, you can speak to the child, and the child will pick up your loving feelings, your vibrations, and, you know, just the caressing, whatever it is. Right. And talking to the baby, do it. It's all the same. It's all connected. Okay. So 0 to 5, crucial. Oh, wait. Yeah. I also want to talk about that. Oh, thanks for reminding me, brother. Got that. There's nobody. It's an intuitional thought, right? What are you guys laughing at?
Well, it's good. It's good. We like to laugh.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, just laugh again. Go ahead. Right on cue. That's perfect.
I don't think people understand that children's subconscious is just laid out open. They have no conscious knowledge. They have nothing to
Block it.
guard their subconscious with. That's how come they take it in so easily. I mean, they have no resistance to it whatsoever.
Oh no, they have no ability to reject.
Yeah.
They can't consciously say, no, Dad, no. No. 0 to 5 is the area that you want to start, you really want to pay attention in. Okay? And environment, careful with your environment. Who is your child around? Are they negative? Okay, well, let's go back. Because as a parent, I need to decide that I want the best for my child's future. Okay? Number one, you need to decide if you have children and you want to change your path for your future generations, you have to make the decision. Your child can't do it. My daughter couldn't do it. I had to do it. I had to consciously choose that. Okay. What are they watching? Honestly, what are they watching? Because those are all suggestions. Remember, the child has no ability to reject. So those are all suggestions coming straight into their mind saying, this is reality. This is what's real. This is what is. But it's not really when it's not really reality, it's just TV. Okay, so what are they watching? Who are they hanging around with? Right? If the environment is bad, take them out of that environment. I don't care if you got to stay there, put them in another productive environment, because if you want to see your child go down, most likely is because of the conditioning that the conditions, the environment. Who was it that said environment is more important than heredity? Environment is more important.
I can't remember who said it though.
Yeah, I'm sure I've heard.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to go there, but that's a great point. It's the environment, right? You want to get in the environment with the right-minded people. Millionaires mixed with millionaires. Hey, what guys? The poor mixed with the poor. It's the millionaire can't think like the poor, and the poor can't think like the millionaire unless they decide to do that.
Good point.
So, environment. Okay, when we're talking about your children here, we're talking about the little life. What are you putting in that child? And now let's take it to us now. Okay, let's bring it to my age, your age, what we've gone through. Okay, we have to look back. What was our environment? What was our upbringing? Did our parents, not to put down church or anything like that, but there's a lack mentality that I grew up with being in church. The meek shall inherit the earth. It's more difficult for a rich man to go to heaven. No, it's more easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to go to heaven. Okay, I mean, these are all things, and it's just like, well, then I guess I need to be poor. No, I'm not saying wealth is anything that you want to make it. Wealth is, I mean, you don't have to be rich. You can just be wealthy, which whatever it is. You could be wealthy, just being happy living in a car. You know, you can, it's however you feel. That's just you're according to your wealth. But the thing is, yeah, that's another subject. But going back to us, we have to look back at where we derive from. And remember, those things are planted in you day in, and day out, and day in, and day out, and moment by moment by moment by moment. Those negative attitudes, those bad habits of your parents, those are all planted. You couldn't reject. You were accepting them all as true because mom and dad said it, and mom and dad allowed me to go in this environment, so it must be okay. Right? And it got to the point where you developed that you got to the age of reason, but all that stuff was packed inside of you. Now you can consciously reject and say, I don't like that. I don't want to be a part of that. I'm done with that, right? But you got to remember, all that stuff is stuck inside. So you might have bitterness, anger. You might have resent. You might just be having just bad feeling. Mad at people. Angry. Give me a second. Angry. That was funny? Man, I must be a comedian.
Yeah, you look like you're going, yeah, you're angry right now.
All right, dog. You know, let me see. Let me put on some Tupac. Yeah, we have to look back at those things so we can understand ourselves now. See? Oh yeah, I'll let you, I think Gigi needs to say, well, I'd like to say something.
The environment is a big thing because, like I have shared, my mom, she never, I mean, she is like the best person I could have as a mother, because she allowed me to grow just the way I could grow. But the environment that I grew up is, poor, and everybody just doing the same thing. So the environment is so important. You're right, because I was saying, like, where is all this negative, low self-esteem and all that coming from? Nobody taught me that I hate you in my life, in my house. Nobody told me that you are not good enough and all that. But it's just like you say, as when we are a child, we are so open, and by watching, we learning. By watching, we learning. And I did saw that actually recently. One of my coworker brought in his baby girl. She's like maybe 5 or a month or so. My goodness, she was watching everywhere. Like, their attention is so detailed.
Oh, gosh. Yes.
And they taking it like a picture. And she was she was welcoming everybody. She smiles everybody, she hugs everybody, she wants to be with everybody. So that's how open everything is, and they don't know no difference, and
Right.
whoever's around them. So because of that, for me, I understand that environment is absolutely is a big thing, because I personally have a family who never say anything negative like that to me, but I grew up with that in my mind, like, you're not good enough, you're not qualified, or just a bunch of untrue about me.
Right.
Yet I have this big desire wanting to grow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and what I have come to understand is we all are gifted with this big desire in our heart.
Mhm.
But yet, and some of us might say, you know what, forget this. I'm not going to be able to do it because other people haven't done it in my area.
Yeah.
And some of us might fail over and over and over and over and over and over. We still go and keep at it. And we end up where we are right now.
Right. Totally. But I think that just comes with just saying, I'm done. Decision.
Yes.
I think that's right now. Somebody needs to hear this. You need to make a decision. You need to make a decision on what you want in life. If you're fed up with it, you just done. That's it. Just let it go. Once you make that decision, things will start to change, right, guys?
Mm-hmm,
Yes.
that's true. You do have to make that decision.
Um,
Yeah.
one thing I want to suggest, or not suggest, I want to talk about the power of suggestion.
Mm.
I don't know if there's a book on it, but I think I am the author.
Claim it.
It's cool. I don't really mind. I'm just out here to give value and put my best out for whoever's, in front of me.
Yeah.
So I give you guys this. Got a bottle of water here. It's suggesting to me, want a drink? I have a phone here. It's suggesting to me, what does she want?
You want to text?
Yeah, I think I gotta. I'm just kidding. She can wait. No, I'm just kidding. No, this is suggesting me, hey, you want to check out Facebook or whatever. It's a suggestion. Okay? The light suggests you need light. My computer suggests, do you want to communicate with people across the world? All right, where are you guys at, anyways?
I'm in Maryland.
South Carolina.
Riverside, California, an hour away from Los Angeles.
Okay.
But
Well, again.
That's still too long.
got
The lights
I
going
got
out.
oh, I thought she had to use the restroom again. It took a while the last time.
Oh, come on. Oh my gosh.
No, I mean, maybe on Facebook. I don't know.
You know what? You got to be on our every Friday call, because this is how Friday should be.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's what I wanted. Remember I told you I want to close out Friday, send people on the weekend with just fantastic information.
Oh my goodness.
So, a suggestion. Everything is suggesting to me. Okay, right? So that's whether it's my keys or whatever it is. It's telling me, do you need me? Do you need me? Do you need me? Do you need me right now? Right. So everything is suggestion. I think that's very powerful to understand, because when we come to understand, people are suggesting stuff to us. So now it comes to the point where the child is growing up. It's not just the parents anymore. Ooh, man, that was a great thought too. Since we're talking about the little life, I'll go with that idea.
Okay.
So me building my daughter's self-image, identifying herself with things that she doesn't even know about, right? When she comes across things, when she tells herself, I am beautiful. Now it's a core trait. Now she's past the age of 5, 6, 7, right? Guess what happens? Are you ready? Everybody pay attention. Somebody tells her, you're ugly, block. Automatic.
Yeah.
Somebody says, oh, you ain't SHI or whatever, automatic block. Because she has an internal self-image of, what did you say, dog?
Love that.
Are you serious? Tell me that? Be gone. Right? And I think that's why it's so important in the little life that, right? But the thing is, then you grow up into, let's go back to suggestion. I'm glad I threw that in there. That was cool. Wow. Pretty interesting, huh? How the mind works. Anyway.
But there are some culture, that don't support actually kids, having those kind of confidence. And because they don't want you to have that confidence. And I'm assuming now what we're saying is that actually they need to update their program, because that program is not serving themselves and is not serving the kid that's coming up. Because for me personally, I will say that does not serve me at all. Right. So I'd rather have a parent who tells me, no, you're powerful, because now we need to go back to our true self.
Yeah, absolutely.
Our perfect self, and let's not separate us. And that's why there is a bottle of, like, wait a minute, why do I feel like I'm supposed to be this big person? But yet, why do we go back and forth with this behavior? So it's not aligned. So because of that, cultures that don't support, actually, come on, because you are telling the child a lie, because they're going to come out eventually, go against themselves, because again, we have that perfect self, and then we have this self that's been taught the wrong way.
Bad self-image.
Yeah, bad self-image. And really, the opinion of other people really doesn't matter at the end, when you do realize who we really are.
That's.
But like his daughter, because she's taught that correct self-image from when she's little. When she realizes that big dream that's in her, she's not going to have trouble like us. She's not going to have to overcome all the things. Now, I was raised like you. I was raised positive. My mother never told me I couldn't do anything, but yet I had a horrible self-image for so many years. I was so intimidated by everything and very shy. And so we're having to overcome those things, but his daughter's not going to have to.
No.
When she realizes her dream, she's going to say, yeah, I can go for this dream because my daddy taught me. She's not even going to realize that.
Yeah. And
I think she's going to actually she's just going to just flow through life. That's why.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
She's not going to know what we're talking about.
No.
Yeah. She's gonna
And
she's not gonna know what we're talking about. Like, what is that?
Mhm.
and we understand you attract who you are, right? So because of that, even her environment will be attracted with
Yes.
who she
That's
exactly.
good. I like that.
Yeah. So it's really important, and overall, it is so important for parents to train their kids. And I really love what you're doing with your child, because what you're doing, you don't want to repeat that generation you experience. You want to see a different generation.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And once again, if you're an adult, and I'm sure you're watching this, it's up to you to make the decision. But it's up to us, right, to change the future. But in order to change the future, in order to change our world, we have to change ourselves.
Yes.
Self-development. What are you doing? What are you reading? Are you in the news? You know, let me throw this out there. So many people. Here I come. Here comes Chris. Chris is speaking. So many people sit there in front of the TV. Oh my gosh. So many people sit in front of the TV. They're getting mad. This and that, right? I seen somebody on Facebook the other day, the community here, and they're like, look at this, everybody. They're posting in the community. I put a picture. Look at this a-hole, this and that, parked in the handicap area. Leave me alone. Not right now. And everybody is chiming in, getting mad. Yeah, that a-hole. I would beat him up and this and that, and whatever, you know, going off and stuff. And I'm just like, you guys are foolish.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you look around in your environment, it's not even happening. You're getting mad over a message.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I see so many people getting mad over, or getting worried we're going to war or this and that. No, dude, you are not in war. It's all in your thinking. What happened, what you need to do is go outside, go to the park, go take a walk, and you'll realize there is nothing going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's all in your head.
Mm-hmm.
It's all up here. We play mental pictures all day long, right? And we get an emotion involved. Oh my gosh, what if that happened? Or I remember this, and I remember that, I'm having a bad day, because I had a thought. But if you look around, it's not even going on.
But yet inside, you're getting all tense.
Yes.
Bad vibration.
Yeah. It's exactly true. Earl Nightingale says we are guided by our minds.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I can tell my hand to move. My hand doesn't tell my mind that I need to move.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I decide that, or it's just automatic.
Yeah.
I don't have to think blink, 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 blink. Oh, I need to take a breath. Blink. I need to take a breath. Blink, blink, blink.
Subconscious does it.
Yes, there is automatic things that God has placed inside of us. And one of the things that we want to get to is when we're in flow. Okay, now you guys are going to get me to start preaching here. Anybody really raise your hands and say hallelujah? Hallelujah.
Hallelujah!
So what we want to do is program ourselves. Now, if you guys want more information about this, watch it again, for one thing, or keep on watching it, or talk to these two.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you right now, this is vital information. This can change your life, and these people can guide you right here. Mm-hmm. We're mixing. Right. I don't even know these two. I don't know you guys.
Yep.
I
know. We just barely met, actually.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, but the thing, actually, I'm glad you mentioned Mark's name. I didn't mention that you are part of our mastermind group, and this is where we do get together as a community together, and this is where we learn. But what we learn is that by going through this process, and we all studied on our own separation time, but yet there is one heart. There is one mind. There is one mastermind, and to connect us all. And when this is the beauty of it. I don't care where you're from. I don't care whether you are a male or female.
Right.
We all have the same need.
Right.
We all have the same need. And when I got in the community, my mind was blown because I really thought I was the only person who was feeling this way. And but
Can you say that again? I was busy fixing my shirt.
So, so if for those people who's watching us, yes, we understand that, some people are just sitting in the back and, just observing. That's fine. Like he says, listen to this over and over. Watch our videos over and over. I learned from our conversation. I learned from our conversation because from us discussing every day now, almost 3 weeks, I learned so much about the power of my subconscious mind, the power of my conscious mind. And the same way with Andrea. And you gotta pay attention. And if you are new to this material, that's okay. Like we always been saying, we might not be the ones who's going to help you shift, but you know what? We might be the one who's going to make you question yourself. What are they talking about? What is this conscious mind? What is this subconscious mind? Then you are ready because you will be able to get your own answer. And that's what we motivate them to do. Ask.
Right.
We are right here because we asked.
Give me 1 second. Hold on. Andrea, did I get bullseye?
Yes, you did.
We have fun, okay?
Yeah.
This is it right here. This is real deal. This is just core coming out. This is just connecting with the right people, right? And because we all want better in life.
Yes.
Okay, drive that home. I want to better my life. I want you to better your life. We all want to interconnect and better each other's lives. Okay. This abundance is everywhere, and abundance belongs to everyone. Okay. And we all have a right to that abundance. From abundance, he took abundance.
Yes. And abundance remain. I love it. Say it again because I interrupted you. I just love it. I love that. That was so enlightening to me.
From abundance, he took abundance, and still abundance remained. Okay. So just as you plant a seed in the ground of an orange tree, one seed. How many oranges do you expect to get? Oh my goodness, in abundance. You can't even eat them all. Bro, you got to share. Come on, Doc.
Your friend again.
Actually, no, there's nobody. But seriously, it's an abundance. And the thing is, what we have done is we've desired this abundance. So we planted seeds in our minds. We planted what we wanted to, and it's flourishing. It's going to come out. Everything that we desire, it's already in. It just needs to be expressed, right? I have a deep desire to help homeless. I have a deep desire to help people in juvenile halls and in jails and things like that. But and that's exactly what I expect is going to happen. Yeah. And somebody on here might be like, yeah, go do it. Yeah.
Because it's in your heart, and it's going to come out. It's going to have to happen because it is in your heart. And as we've been saying, our deeper desire really comes from God. And yeah, so because of that, and like you say, we just need information to give us permission. That's what these information did to me. They gave me permission, and they didn't come and change anything other than that. They gave me permission to unlock my own, prison mind. And so they did that for me. So look, now I'm out here and saying, I can do it. Okay. I can do it. And I want to inspire anyone who's out there who is, who has been starving, to want to grow, to want to see a different in their life, their
Who want
family
change?
life.
Who want change?
Yes, who wants change? And so we, again, it's just an
I think that's
information.
everybody.
Yeah.
I think that's everybody. That's
It
not
is
just
everybody.
it's not just one or two people.
Mhm.
I think every single one of us want to change. We want better. Okay, we want to. If we want more out of life. We want to experience more. I think that's every single one of us.
Yeah.
The problem is being not knowing why we're not doing it.
Hmm.
And it goes back to all that programming, your limited beliefs, and that's where everything that we are stems from, or everything that we are at this point.
We're
Yeah.
still trying to clean it out. We're still trying to cleaning it out.
And exactly, those things are so rooted in the grounds, of our thinking, which is why we still see the fruits in our lives,
Yes. Yes.
right? And you may hack a tree, but it's gonna still spring out. You're still gonna have part of the tree, right? You may even think you got it all, but there's still roots, and it could start forming another branch, another. It might spring another branch out and start all over again. So
And that's why you want to surround yourself with people that are of like mind and people that understand these things, because then we can remind each other. This all boils down to we're not in it alone. It takes everybody. We all have a dream. We all have a goal. God has put something big in each one of us, but we need each other. We need each other. It takes more than one person to fulfill all our goals. So we want to have people in our life, be a part of communities, be a part of groups of people where we're all after our own vision, but they're all a part of one. We all want to change the world. We all have big visions and goals, but we need to group together to do it. It takes us all. Everybody's had a team. Everybody that's ever succeeded in anything has had a team.
Yeah.
We need each other. And that way we can remind each other. You've got a purpose, Gigi. You've got a purpose, Christopher. I want to remind you of that. You get discouraged. You think, oh my goodness, I can't do that. That's too big for me. No, you got a purpose and people are waiting on you out there. They're waiting on you. You gotta get up and you got to do this thing, and we're going to be there and we're going to help you too. I'm going to have to shout here in a minute.
Where's my towel at? Preach it, sister.
As my pastor always says, hold my baby while I shout.
Wow.
Fantastic.
This is wonderful. I'm sorry, but I have to cut us off because I gotta go back to work. Unfortunately,
Okay.
I was using my lunch hour. But if you have anything you want to say to our people before we close it, please go ahead.
Watch it again. And then watch it one more time. Make a decision. What do you really want out of life? What do you really want out of life? Your way, you've tried it for so long. Maybe it's trying to try a different way. And you got people here that want to help you, that want to guide you, and they want to help you get free and stop calling and change your thinking. If this resonates with you and you know what we're talking about here and it just hits home, there's plenty of people ready to help you out. And you got to understand that everything that you are is where it all came from your environmental conditioning and so on and so forth. So I love you guys. I really, really love you guys. You guys are so important to me. And
Thank you so much for coming today.
totally.
Yes.
This is what I
Yes.
do. So what?
You gotta come back.
Yeah.
So-
Eh,
I would definitely love to come back. Got more
Yes.
stuff to talk about.
Yeah, that's yeah. We both say the same thing the same time, the same thing. So I trust everybody will watch this and watch it over and over. And Andrea will be sharing the video as soon as she gets some free time. And we thank you so much, Christopher, for
Actually,
being with
before I
us.
go, 2 books I want to recommend.
Oh my goodness, that's awesome.
Psycho-Cybernetics.
Yes.
Okay. They have a PDF, all right, online. So
Okay.
you can read that online. And then also, I did a lot of study on Bob's work. If you have children and you want to know more, read this one, or you're expecting, or you will have kids in the future, whatever it is. Here, listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. All right. These aren't my books. I'm trying to help you, homie.
You
I
need to
sent
get
that to my kids. I sent that book to my kids.
Fantastic.
you
Based
need
off
to
your
get your own
recommendation.
book next time.
Thank you.
Next time we'll be introducing your book.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It's up here.
All right, we love you. Thank you so much for being with us and have a good day. Take care.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.